What's up, guys? It's your boy Jabster. I'm back again for another video. And happy Star Wars Day to everyone, and May the 4th be with you. So today, I'm going to be showing you off my Star Wars video game collection. Now, I did do a video game collection on Naruto, but this time I'm doing Star Wars. So, yeah, let's get started. So we're going to be starting off with the N64 games first. So I only have... Since there's only like 4 Star Wars games on the N64, sadly I don't have Shadows of the Empire, but I only have 3 for now. But I will be getting Shadows of the Empire whenever I get the chance to. So yeah, here's the N64 games. So we got Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Now if you're probably wondering why the game doesn't have like the sticker, is because I will admit back when I was younger, I did kind of rip up the sticker. So, I mean, I was young, so, but it did have the fancy sticker on there. I just ripped it up when I was small. So instead, I just put like the marker and says Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. But yeah, this was actually my first Star Wars game I got, and it's really fun. Like, it's still fun to this day. I really like Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. So yeah, all right. So we got Star Wars Episode 1 Battle for Naboo. I'm still not finished with this game yet because I'm still stuck on this one mission where you have to like, I think like free the prisoners or something like that. And yeah. But yeah, this game, it's really good. I really like it. You can play as like types of like ships like the Naboo Starfighter and other crafts. So yeah, I really wish they brought this to the next gen consoles, and I'm still waiting for it. So yeah. And last but not least, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. Now this game right here is really great. I basically had this game at this was actually my cousin's game cartridge. It's really fun. Rogue Squadron is definitely a really fun game that I really wish that Aspyr would like bring it back to the next gen consoles. And it's definitely a masterpiece. Basically takes place around the original trilogy. So yeah. All right, so that's the N64 games. Now moving on to the PlayStation 2 games. All right, so we got Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, the video game. Another great game right here. This is a classic right here. So, here's the disc and the manual right here. So, this is another game that they should be bringing back to next-gen consoles. It's a really good fighting game. You have a lot of characters in this game. You even have Darth Vader and Ben Kenobi in this game too. So yeah. Next up is Star Wars Racer Revenge, which is basically the sequel to Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. Yeah. I will admit this game was actually really hard. Like I tried beating it on the next gen console since they already put it on there, and the races are really tough. So yeah, here's the manual and the disc. But you have a lot of new characters in this game, which is really cool and all that. But I still kind of prefer Star Wars Episode 1 Racer over this one, but this one's really good. All right, next. Star Wars Bounty Hunter. This game right here, it's good, but it's really hard. I couldn't even finish this game at all. I'm even trying to finish it right now on my PS5, but it's really hard. So yeah. Yeah, sadly no instruction manual, but I only have the disc in here. Yeah, this game takes place around Episode 2, since Jango Fett's story on here. So yeah, All right, next we have Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. I finished this game too. This one's pretty good too. You get to play as you know, the Jedis, you know, inside the ships and all that. But yeah, this is another game that takes place around episode 2, and this game was also on the next gen consoles too. I also do have it too. Here's the disc and the manual right here. Force powered. So yeah. All right. Next up is Star Wars Starfighter. Yeah, I finished this game as well. I will admit that last mission was no joke in this game. It was really tough. And I think this game takes place around episode 1, I think. Correct me in the comments if y'all know. But yeah, this takes place around episode 1. And it's a really good game. It's basically Jedi Starfighter, but you don't play as Jedis inside the ships. You play as just piloters. This is really cool. And here's the manual. Here's the disc right here. So yeah. And now we move on to the greatest games on PlayStation 2. Star Wars Battlefront. This right here, this was my childhood. Like, I would play this game a lot as a kid on my PS2. I would never stop playing it. It was really good. And then, of course, you got Star Wars Battlefront 2, which is by far the best Star Wars Battlefront game ever made. Like, it improved a lot compared to the first one. It had a lot of new characters. You have like new ships. You can even play as like the clone troopers from episode 3. You can do a lot of cool stuff. They have like awesome galactic conquest. The story was good. The 501st story was really good. So yeah, and they also did bring these two back on next gen, but it was an absolute disappointment. All right, so that's the PS2 games. All right, next up is my PSP game that I only have. Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. So yeah, this one, it's okay on PSP, but it's definitely not the greatest. It definitely takes a long time to load up, like menus and all that, but I mean, it's all right. But this game was pretty good. So here's the UMD right here. And here's the instruction manual. But they did bring this back on the next gen consoles, which works pretty fine. So yeah. All right. Now on to the GameCube games. Pretty fine. So yeah. All right. Now on to the GameCube games. Well, I only have one, which is, of course, Lego Star Wars, the video game. Now, originally I did have this on PS2, but that one stopped working, and I couldn't even find the disc. So yeah, it barely even worked. So instead, I got the GameCube version, which it works pretty good. So yeah, here's the disc and the manual right here. But this game definitely was my childhood right here. I would play it a lot, with my brother and some of my friends too. But yeah, this is a really good game. I even finished the whole entire game, got 100 completion, even got the bonus story, which is the episode 4, A New Hope, where you play as Darth Vader and the Stormtrooper, and you're going inside the Rebel cruiser. Yeah, it was really good. So yeah, that's the GameCube games I have. All right, now time for the Nintendo Wii. Lego Star Wars, The Complete Saga. This game is really massive, like really massive. Has every single episode from 1 through 6. You have a lot of characters in here. You can even play as Indiana Jones, which is really cool. But yeah, I only have the Wii version. Originally, I did have the Nintendo DS version, but I couldn't find that one. I lost that one somewhere. But yeah. But I did have the Nintendo DS version. And that version was wasn't the greatest, but I mean it's Nintendo DS, so yeah. Alright, now we move on to a Game Boy Advance game. I got Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. So this game, I mean, it's alright, but it's way too hard. Like, it's way too difficult. Especially on the Game Boy Advance. They did bring this game back on next-gen consoles, but I tried finishing that one, but it's really hard. So yeah. But I will say this, that the console version is way more easier than this one, but because the Game Boy Advance version is ridiculously hard, so yeah. Alright, on to the PS3 games. So I got Star Wars The Force Unleashed. One of my all-time favorite games. This game was really good. It kind of sucks that they only had this game on the Switch, but they didn't put it on PlayStation for some reason. I don't know why. But so yeah. So this game is basically focused on Starkiller, which is the new main character, and he's really good. I really like Starkiller. I'm glad they also brought him back in Soul Calibur 4 as a playable character, along with Yoda and Darth Vader. So yeah, here's the manual and the disc. And of course, you got the sequel, which is Star Wars The Force Unleashed 2. So yeah, I really love the cover. Sadly, these games are really short. I really wish they had more content, you know? I mean, I get that the first one, they also had Ultimate Sith Edition, to where you can play as Starkiller when he's fallen, versus Luke Skywalker and Hoth, which that was pretty cool, by the way. But, you know, I really wish they had some more stuff to tell us in the stories and all that. And sadly, these games are not canon because, you know, Disney. Here's the disc, instruction manual. So yeah. Also, I did have Lego Star Wars 3, The Clone Wars, but that one stopped working too. Like, I couldn't even, like, get past the missions, because every time I would get past the missions, it would freeze. And that's why I sold it. I really wish I didn't sell it, because, you know, because I would have completed my copies for Star Wars and all that, but yeah, it just stopped working. So yeah. So yeah, those are my PS3 games. All right, on to the PS4 trilogy. So we got Star Wars Battlefront, which is the EA version of Star Wars Battlefront. Oh boy. Man, this was such a disappointment at all. But this is a really disappointing game. And not only that, it takes up way too much space on PS4. I don't know why. Here's the disc in the game. Not only that, it doesn't even play like the original Battlefront games. I will give it this, the graphics are good. Like, it reminds me of the movies and all that. But that's just it. The graphics are the only good thing about the EA Battlefront games. Everything about it's just not great. So yeah. And of course, you already know they got a sequel. Star Wars Battlefront 2 EA. In which, I mean, technically it's not that great as well. I mean, graphics are good, yeah. But of course you got the microtransactions and everything. I still prefer the original Battlefront games over these EA games, because the EA games just wasn't it, you know. Here's the disc. Here's all this. So yeah. All right. Next up we got is Lego Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga. Man, was this game, when I first saw the first trailer that we were getting a Skywalker Saga that included, you know, of course the sequel trilogy, I was really excited for it. Even though I wasn't really too big on the sequel trilogy, but you know, they finally added every single episode on here. They had episode 1, 2, and 3, the prequel trilogy, and then they had the original trilogy added too, which is episode 4, 5, and 6. And this game had literally a lot of characters in here, a lot of, you know, story explaining. I think my only biggest problem is that some parts kind of felt rushed on some parts, but overall the graphics are good. The combat is really great. So yeah. Here's the disc right here. So yeah. Also, I did have Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, but apparently I did let my brother borrow it, but I can't really find the copy for it. So yeah, I did have Jedi Fallen Order. I just don't have it to show you right now. So yeah. All right. PS5 games. I only have 2, which are, of course, Jedi Survivor, which is the sequel to Jedi Fallen Order. This is a really good game. I like Jedi Fallen Order. My bad. Jedi Fallen Order. That was a good game too. And Jedi Survivor was really great. Like, they really improved on a lot of stuff for this game too. Like, you had like a lot of new lightsaber colors. Combat was great. Oh, my bad. I'll pick that up too. So we have Jedi Survivor. Here's the disc. No manual, sadly, so. Let me pick this up, sorry. And now we move on to the game that a lot of y'all complained so much. And just, I don't know why, but this was a good game overall, in my opinion. Star Wars Outlaws. Yep. Star Wars Outlaws. This game, in my opinion, is good. I don't know what's up with the hate for this game, you know? I know a lot of people are saying, like, oh, it has bugs and crashes and all that other stuff. But honestly, I had no problems on here. When I popped in this game on my PS5, I had no problems at all. So, yeah. Yeah. Star Wars Outlaws is a good game overall. I don't know why, you know, it got a lot of hate. You know? That's just my opinion, you know? I really like this game. I haven't finished it yet, but it's really good. So yeah, all right, next I'll show you my digital game. So hold on, guys. All right, guys, so here we're back. So I got, of course, Jedi Power Battles, which is the console version, not the Game Boy Advance version. And of course, I got Star Wars Clone Wars, which basically takes place around episode 2. It's a really good game. You can even go on land, use characters like Mace Windu and all that. Star Wars Dark Forces is basically like Star Wars Doom. This is really good for the time. I really like the graphics in here for the remastered version of Dark Forces. It's really good. And then, of course, we got the Disappointing Collection, which is Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection that has Battlefront 1 and 2, in which they really fucked up this collection so badly that I was really disappointed. I really wanted the collection to be good, but sadly they messed it up. And then we have Rebel Assault 2, which not that great, but so yeah. I wasn't really a big fan of this game at all, too. It just wasn't that good, in my opinion. So yeah, of course we got Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace, which is basically the PS1 version of that was based on The Phantom Menace, the video game. And then we have Star Wars Demolition, which is basically like, I don't know, like you could say like it's like bumper cars, sort of. You play as like different characters like Boba Fett. You can even play as the AT Walkers in this game, which is actually pretty cool, actually. And of course, I already told you I got Jedi Fallen Order. And here's Star Wars Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, which is it's a pretty good game. I really like that one too. And then we got Jedi Knight, the first one, which is Jedi Academy. It's really good. It's a really good game too. And we got Star Wars Racer, which is basically it's kind of basically the Dreamcast version ported onto the next gen consoles, basically. And then we got Star Wars Republic Commando, which is a really great game. I got platinum on this one too, along with the Star Wars Racer game. Really good game. And yeah, I think that's it. So that was my Star Wars video game collection, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. So yeah, I'm Japster, and I'm signing out. And may the 4th be with you. Peace.